The Union real quick. Last night against Queteraro Football Club in Leagues Cup, second match here for the Union. They punch your ticket into the round of 32, which, by the way, the match will be next Thursday in Subaru Park at 7:30. So mark your calendars. But a 5-1 win here for the Union, and the Union just absolutely dominated from jump. You get 3 goals, a hat trick for Daniel Gazdag. He gets one in the 30th, a beautiful shot from outside. It was a crafty one, a low shot that got right past Arana, the goalie of Queteraro. Gazdag also gets the PK in the 39th minute, thanks to Julian Carranza drawing the foul there, followed by a Nathan Harriel corner kick goal in the 43rd minute. Dude, the hops that Harriel had on that one, man. That man jumped like 6 foot just to get this ball. You had the PK goal in the 63rd minute. And then Jack McGlynn in the 89th minute would hit a howler from outside. And Queteraro did get one in the 84th minute. Sandoval. Jonathan Torres called Jack Elliott sleeping a little bit. And Sandoval comes in wide open. Harriel just kind of loses him. And he buried that bet. Wouldn't bury, but he just gets the ball in that. And that would do it there, as the Philadelphia would beat Queteraro 5-1. At the end of the day, we watched it all together last night. The talent was evident. Queteraro clearly had a game plan. They clearly wanted to come into this match and just try to play a physical match, try to outwork the Union. It just didn't work. Like, you weren't going to out-physical the Union. You were not going to outwork the Union, and the Union's talent was demonstrated on the night, man. And Queteraro had no answers for what they were going to do. Daniel Gazdag was on another level last night. He scores a hat trick. With those 3 goals, it actually does push him in second all-time, pushes him closer to first all-time, I should say, in the Union's goal-scoring all-time record list. Right now, Sebastian Letou does have 53 goals all time in Union history. So we're looking to see when I should say Daniel Gazdag will break that record. Gazdag can easily get 8 goals in this next month. I mean, I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. Team Leagues Cup and MLS play, we'll see. But it's just crazy how Gazdag comes into this league, right, in 2021, comes in halfway through the season. It takes him a while to get integrated with the squad. It took him a while to kind of get used to it. It was very quiet. First came into this league, into this team. And, there was a lot of rumblings, a lot of noise about how, he was a waste of money. What were the Union thinking? Like, the usual Philly sports Negadelphianness. But a lot of things to consider. Number one, him adjusting to the league, adjusting to the team. But number two, playing with Kasper Shabilko didn't help anyone. Okay, we see the difference now when he's able to play with quality strikers like Julian Carranza and like Michael Urre. It makes a huge difference. That's why his numbers are where they're at the moment. I truly believe that. But you look at the top 5 list right now. 53 goals all time. Letou obviously leads it. Gazdag with 45 now in second. Shabilko just got jumped by Gazdag. He had 40 goals, which is actually pretty cool to see because Shabilko only played here for like 2.5 seasons, if that. Came on a free transfer from Schalke, I think it was. And so, Kasper in 2 years, and he wasn't that great. He gets 40 goals, which is crazy. CJ Sapong with 38, and then in 5th is Corey Burke with 30 goals, who obviously left last year. He had an opportunity of growing that list there. But Corey was not always a starter, but he was very serviceable, and that's why he was able to get that point. Real quick, I'll just round up the top 10. Carranza, who's another active player. Carranza this year has the possibility of jumping even Kasper Shabilko. I mean, 11 goals. That's not, what does he have now? Like 10, 8? He'd have to have a great rest of the way. But, there's a possibility he could be jumping Kasper Shabilko. We'll see if that happens. Jack McInerney. Dude, who remembers Jack McInerney? Did he sleep with Shannon Williams' wife, or did he not? Does anyone know this story? I need my old dupers in here to break this story to me. But he's got 28 goals. Alejandro Bedoya currently playing. He's got 25 goals. He can easily pass Jack McInerney. I don't know about this year, but definitely a possibility. Sergio Santos, he left here with 20. There's actually a tie with 3 players. Sergio's got 22. Fafa Pico has 22. And Elsinho, all super subs, all former super subs for the Union. He also has 22. So an interesting list here. Man, you look at the top 25, it is absolutely interesting. But that is your top 10 there. And so Daniel Gazdag has put himself into second of all time. We'll see if he's able to pass that. Jesus Bueno, another great game. I thought, he just works his ass off, and he's great in defense, and he's also great in the attack as well. And he deserves more minutes, man. I mean, I'm curious to see, because Leon Flock did not come in last night. And I get it. Leon is also dealing with a little bit of an injury. So I haven't really put him out there too much. But it is interesting to see Bueno getting a lot of minutes as of late. Very deserving. But we still are not getting any Andres Pereira, which still, where is he? Last night would have been a great opportunity to see Andres Pereira, but it kind of is what it is at that point. But no, I mean, last night was great. Everything was going well. Dupes in the old onion bags. It was an absolute party last night, and I'm just so excited for what else is next. I mean, really didn't think I would be excited for this tournament in general, but seeing the Union play in the way they have, it's just been truly fun to watch. And one thing we talked about last night as well is the possession. You're not a team that typically like to possess the ball a lot, but dude, they outpossessed Queteraro, and they had quality possession. Problem with Queteraro last night is they couldn't possess the ball to get anything going, and that's the type of shit I talk about. That was all about tactical flexibility, because there are times when, yes, you want to force, like when you're playing against NYCFC, press the fuck out of them, force them into turnovers. But when you got a team like Queteraro, you can do whatever you want. You can possess the ball, you can pressure them. They can do either way. But what I saw was the Union easily were able to dominate and win balls back, and then were able to get good possession, build the ball up from the back. And you saw what happened. 5 goals. That's Gaz Daddy hat tricks. It was freaking awesome, man. Freaking awesome what we saw last night. One more tidbit. We do have an update here with Barribo. Hopefully this does get announced within the week here, by next Thursday. But that'll be, I think that's August 4th, August 3rd. But regardless, yesterday, while we were watching the match, I know all of us were probably in tune with the match, but Bogues, they gave us a little bit more of a Bogue bomb. Looks like this deal with Ty Barribo, could be a non-DP deal. If that's the case, that's a huge deal. Finding a potential future striker piece, get him on a non-DP deal. Hopefully he can come in year 1 and become a serviceable player for us coming off the bench. I think that would be huge. So see him come, and that's part of Ernst's brilliance, man. Seeing him sign on as another DP. We obviously need more signings. I am curious to see if we do actually make more signings, because I still think that, Gazdag looked great last night. You going to play him again next Thursday? Probably. I would like some depth. I really would like some depth. It was interesting to see, you in the 85th minute, Jim decides to sub out all 3 of the big 3, Carranza, Gazdag, and Urre, and he puts in Joaquin, Chris Donovan, and Quinn Sullivan, and it was interesting to see. But it is interesting. Shouts to Andre Blake. We got to give some props to our boy, our goalie. He got his American citizenship here today. That's right. Andre Blake is officially an American citizen. You know what that means, right? I was parched. You know what that means? That means Andre over Matt Turner. For real this time. Call him up. Greg, call Andre up. I'm kidding. I'm obviously kidding. It's not going to happen. But it is cool to see. As someone who's a first-generation American, and being alive to see my father become an American citizen and remembering how proud he was to do that, because it took a lot of hard work. Not only coming to this country, taking that sacrifice, but working his ass off for over 10 years at that point, um, to be able to put himself in that spot and for him to be able to get that citizenship. He was so happy, and I was happy for him. And so it is a cool feat to do. But I'll be honest. I mean, everyone, I mean, who knows me knows I'm not really proud of saying that I'm American these days. It's really sad what's been going on in our country with the division. I recognize what it means to being American. That doesn't go over me. So when I see someone work his ass off, be a good person, give back to the community, call himself a Philadelphian, that makes me proud, and that makes me extremely happy to see Andre Blake do. Because we are in a bad spot in this country, and what do we do to get out of this bad spot is we take after and we emulate things of what people like Andre Blake do. Being a good person, being a good Samaritan, and giving back. And that's why I'm proud of Andre Blake, besides what he's doing on the pitch. So, shouts to Andre. We love you. And then it's official.